Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be covering the third part of my new series where I'm going through each expansion and I'm explaining what are the best items you can craft and you can make some gold with. So I'm sure that all of you are aware that with patch 9.2.7, all the different commodities are now region-wide on the auction house. As a result, all these different materials and commodities are now extremely cheap. But what's interesting is that all the other categories of items such as mounts, toys, pets, and like other items are still realm specific. So it means that you are now able to craft all these items for a very cheap price and then to sell them for a very high price depending on which realm you are playing on. So in this series, I'm really covering all the different professions, so including everything from mount, pets, transmog, like anything that you can think of. And I'm explaining what are the best items you can make some gold with. Keep in mind that if you haven't started yet to upgrade some of these professions, it's not an issue, as all the different materials needed in order to upgrade the professions are extremely cheap. It will normally just take you like a few minutes and less than 2,000-3,000 gold for most professions to upgrade it to the maximum level, and then you can start crafting all these different items. So in part 1 and part 2, I covered all the different items for Vanilla WoW and the Burning Crusade, and in today's video, I will be covering Wrath of the Lich King. And at number 10, we're going to start with an engineering weapon, and this is the Nesingwary 4000. So this is a really cool looking gun. This is really a unique appearance, and so this is why, in my opinion, this is an item that is worth putting on this list and an item that is worth crafting. So in order to craft this item, it's really easy. All you want to do is have the engineering profession with Wrath of the Lich King and upgrade it to 75, and then you can learn it at all the different trainer. When it comes to the different materials, in order to craft this weapon, you will need 10 of the titanium bars, 1 frozen orb, 12 of the eternal fire, 12 eternal shadows, 3 of these sun scopes, and after that, 1 walnut stock that you can normally buy at the vendor directly. In total, all these different vendor materials right now are worth 3,500 gold. And as you can see, on average, on European realms, you can sell this gun for 45 to 49,000 gold. So a really good profit. The only issue is that this is a really low sell rate, and so you will definitely spend some time before selling it. But again, it's something you can easily craft and then post on the auction house and then wait, and probably someone will buy it at some point. After that, at number 9, we're gonna have the famous flying carpet. So this is one of the first mounts you were able to like craft with tailoring in Wrath of the Lich King, and this is a blue mount that you can then sell on the auction house. So in order to craft this mount, it's extremely easy. You just need 1 in tailoring with Northrend. So really just go in Dalaran, learn the profession, and you will directly be able to craft the carpets. You then need only 6 of these Bolt of Imbued Frostweave, 4 Ice Web Spider Silk, 4 green dye, and 5 heavy silken thread. And all of that will cost you right now on European realms 80 gold. And then you can sell this mount for anywhere between 900 to 2,000 gold on most realms. So really a pretty good profit, knowing that this is something extremely easy to craft and that you can do on any character. And the sell rate is 0.70, which is pretty good. After that, at number 8, we're gonna have other items from tailoring, and this time all the different shirts that you can craft with Northrend. So you have really different type of shirts. Unfortunately, you won't see them here, but all these shirts can be worth quite a lot of gold depending on which realm you are playing on. So the only issue with these different shirts, and this is why I'm only putting these different shirts at number 8, is that all the different patterns are wall drops from Wrath of the Lich King, and they can be pretty difficult to get. So as you can see, for instance, for this one, for the red lumberjack shirt, you will have to be lucky in order to get it. You can of course also buy it on the auction house, but it can be pretty expensive. Once you get the pattern, it's extremely easy to craft these different shirts. So again, all you want is 4 of this Bolt of Frostweave and 1 of the red dye, and on average it's going to cost you 10 gold. And then you can sell, for instance, this one on average for 1,800 to 2,400, but some of them can be even more expensive, especially depending on which realm you're playing on. And of course, if you get the pattern, you can also, as you can see, sell it on most realms for 100k on average. So after that, at number 7, we're gonna have a category of armor, and this is the set, the Icy Scale Set. This is basically like a new version of the original set from Naxxramas, and as you can see, you can craft them with leather working. So all of them have like a unique appearance and are pretty cool. So in order to craft the 3 different pieces, you will need in total 26 of the heavy borean leather, 7 eternal fires, 7 eternal waters, 16 icy dragon scale, and 3 frozen orbs. In total, it will cost you 2,300 to craft the 3 pieces. And again, keep in mind that in order to craft this item, you will simply need to learn the profession, upgrade it, and then to buy in, as you can see, it's mentioned just here, to the vendor, Bragg, Storebeard in the Crystal Song Forests. You will need to buy the recipe using some of these heavy borean leather. After that, each of these pieces can be sold for quite a lot of gold. So for instance, the belt is worth 20 to 30k gold. For this one, it's going to be 14 to 34k gold, and for this one, it's going to be between 23 to 30k gold, and on average, the sell rate is 0.01 to 0.02. After that, we have another similar set, but this time this is for leather, and this is the Polar set. So this one is also really cool and definitely something that a lot of people are using. So for this one, it's going to be very similar to the male one. Again, you want to go see Bragg, Storebeard in the Crystal Song Forest and buy each recipe with 3 of these heavy borean levers. Then in total, again, you will need 26 of these heavy borean levers, 7 of the eternal fires, 7 of the eternal waters, I believe 20 of the Nerubian chitin, and 3 frozen orbs. In total, it will cost you to craft the 3 different pieces, 2,500 on average, and then you can sell them on average on European realms for 25 to 30k gold for the chests. Then you have the boots for 17 to 22k gold, and then the belt for 22 to 27k gold, so a pretty good profit on average. After that, at number 6, we're going to have another item, this time from blacksmithing, and this is the Titansteel shield wall. So this one is a really cool looking shield, and again, this is a unique appearance, so definitely something that people are interested in buying. So in order to craft this shield, again, it's pretty easy. All you want to do is learn blacksmithing and upgrade it to 65, and then you can learn it with all the different trainers. In order to craft this shield, you will need 4 of the Saronite bars, 3 Titansteel bars, and 1 frozen orb. So on average, it's going to cost you 2,000 gold right now on European realms. And then you can sell it on average for 25 to 35,000 gold on European realms. And the sell rate is 0.02. Now, at number 4, we're going to have another set from the original Naxxramas skin. So this time, this is the plate set, the Icebane set. So as you can see, all these different items are again very, very cool. So in order to craft the 3 different pieces, again, it's very easy. All you want to do is learn blacksmithing and then upgrade it to 50, and you will be able to get the different recipes from the different trainers. In order to craft these 3 different items, you will need in total 40 Sanorite bars, 7 eternal fires, 7 eternal waters, and 3 frozen orbs. In total, it's going to cost you on average 1,800 gold. And then, as you can see, you can sell the chest for 25 to 50k gold. The belt will be around 18 to 22k gold, and then the boots are going to be 14 to 18k gold. And again, the average sell rate is 0.02 for these different armor pieces. Now, at number 3, we're going to have the Glacial set from Tailoring. So this set is really, really nice, and especially the rub is definitely something that a lot of people are using. In order to start crafting this set, it's very easy. All you want to do is start learning tailoring and then upgrade it to 50. It should really take you just a few minutes. After that, in order to craft the 3 different pieces, you will need in total 14 of the bolts of imbued frostweave, 7 eternal fires, 7 eternal waters, 7 Eternium threads, and 3 frozen orbs. On average, it's going to cost you 1,000 gold to craft these 3 different items, and then you can sell the robe for 7 to 9,000 gold on average. You can sell the boots for 8,000 to 9,000 gold on average, and finally the belt for 7,300 to 7,700 on average, so a pretty good profit again. And the sell rate on this one is generally between 0.02 to 0.04. Now at number 2, we're gonna have the Tome of Illusions for Northrend. So again, these different Tome of Illusions, when you learn them, you will learn all these different illusions. So as you can see here, you have Berserking, Greater Spell Power, and Icy Chill. So in order to craft this tome, it's very easy again. You just want to learn enchanting and upgrade it to 50. And then you will need 10 Abyss Crystals, 5 Dream Shards, 8 Greater Cosmic Essences, 4 Eternal Waters, and 3 Light Parchments. On average, it's going to cost you 220 gold to craft this item, and then you can sell it for anywhere between 3 to 5,000 gold on most realms, and the sell rate is 0.16, which is good. Finally, at number 1, we're gonna have the famous mount from engineering, the mechano-hog or the mech chopper. So this is really the first like mecha deckhand that has been introduced into the game, and you can craft it with engineering. So in order to craft this item, if you're playing with an Alliance character, you will need to be exalted with the Alliance Vanguard, and with Horde, you will need to be exalted with the Horde Expedition, and then you will need to have the maximum level in engineering in order to craft the item. When it comes to the different materials, for this one, it's a little bit tricky because some of the materials are directly coming from vendors, so you cannot really like change the prices. So you will need in total 12 Titansteel bars, 40 handful of cobalt bolts, 2 Arctic fur, 1 salvage iron golem parts, 8 goblin machine piston, and 1 elementium plated exhaust pipe. So these 3 materials here are directly from vendors, and so you will have to buy them from the vendors directly. The 2 vendors you can buy them from are located just here in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms in Mist of Pandaria, and also in the Storm's Peaks just here in K3. And as you can see, all these different items cost quite a lot of gold. So on average, you will have to buy this one for 3,000 gold, this one for 1,500, and 8 of these for in total 8,000 gold. So in total, if you want to craft the mount, it's going to cost you right now 21,000 gold 500. And then for the one you can craft with an Alliance character, you can sell it on average for 33 to 42,000 gold. And the Horde version can be sold on average for 44 to 51,000 gold. And the sell rate is 0.20 to 0.40 on average, which is extremely good. So that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you will be able to make some gold with all these different items. Again, always make sure to first check your auction house, check that actually all these different items will be profitable for you, and then you can see which professions you want to upgrade and which items you want to start crafting. I will be back very soon with more videos and with more guides. Also, I will publish sometimes in the week or next week part 4 of this series, this time for Cataclysm, so stay tuned for that. I will be back very soon, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great week. Bye!